This project is the proposed opening of a new Rama Gorordo Road. The project starts at the Guadalupe Barangay Hall along Rama Avenue and ends at the Lahug Barangay Hall along Gorordo Avenue. For this presentation, it will be called the Rama Gorordo Road or the shortcut. The project has a length of 1.7 kilometers. The M. Velez Iscario Street is marked by a green line. This is one of the roads that will be decongested by the shortcut road. Drivers and commuters will prefer the shortcut since it is better designed and has fewer intersections. They will arrive at their destinations faster. The major components of the shortcut road are widening of the existing two-lane road opening, and two four-lane bridges crossing Guadalupe River and Lahog River. The project proposal was completed in 1997 or 20 years ago. It contains about 600 pages consisting of plans, program of works and estimates, and other documents. The project was approved by the Local Development Council and Cebu City Council in 1998. The media announcement came in the same year. The phase 1 of the project, consisting of two units of four-lane bridges, was advertised for bidding on the Freeman last April 2000. This shows that a budget was already available. If indeed the bidding took place, the start of construction could have been around August 2000. Phase 2, which is the four-lane road component, could have started construction 1 year later in 2001. Both the four-lane road and the two bridges could have been completed in 2003 or 14 years ago. The table below will show the breakdown of the cost of the project in 1997 and the estimated present cost or in 2016. The present cost of 900 million is much higher than the previous cost of 111 million. The reasons are as follows: relocation of informal settlers, difficult and unresolved engineering challenges, higher cost of road and construction, additional expenses for flared intersections, bike lanes, wider sidewalks, and more buildings that will be hit due to a required wider row. Inflation. After some mega Cebu research and meetings with DPWH in the last quarter of 2015, it was determined that these are also the major hindrances as to why this project has been continually derailed. Information and solutions to these top three hindrances will be provided in the succeeding pages. The 1.7-kilometer road project has two gaps where there is no existing road. These gaps are mostly occupied by informal settlers. They will have to be resettled. It will not be a major problem as relocation is estimated to cost no more than 100 million or 11% of the project cost. This is a close-up view of the land and building structures that will be affected on part of the Guadalupe River side. Similarly, on part of the Lahog River side. Mega Cebu's position on the difficult challenges is to face them because the alternative is traffic gridlock and degradation to our local economy. Mega Cebu will continue to help get the project done. This is the sectional or side view of part of the road alignment boxed in green. The original ground surface elevation is very steep. The solution is to start gradually raising the grade from the Lahug Guadalupe Road towards Villalon Drive. Another engineering challenge is the downward slopes immediately on both sides of Villalon Drive. This is the zoom view of the problematic section, boxed in a blue rectangle. Cars traveling on both sides will not see each other as they approach the intersection. This intersection will be prone to accidents. The solution is to make a cut to flatten the slope at the intersection. The top view of the intersection will look like this. The following is a simulation of the cars traveling towards the intersection. The drivers can now see all the other cars traveling in different directions. This photo was taken from the Guadalupe side towards Villalon Drive. The original road surface is flat. It will cross Guadalupe River then rise steeply towards Villalon Drive. Most of the structures in this photo need to be removed. These photos were taken starting from Villalon Drive, going down steeply towards Guadalupe River. All structures in these three photos need to be removed. This photo was taken from the Lahug side. This road needs to be cut down to flatten the slope at the summit along the intersection of Villalon Drive. In 1997, the cost was estimated to be only 111 million. In 2017, it will be 900 million. Construction period is only 1 year because the bridges can be done simultaneously with the road. The row acquisition for the road can be done simultaneously with the construction to save time. Total project completion time is 3 years. This will result in an expenditure of 300 million per year. For 2017, DPWH covering Cebu City requested a budget of 1.8 billion. Based on past data, about 50% of the amount will be approved or 900 million. This is affordable, but it will leave only 600 million for Cebu City in 2017. This is too small to solve the remaining and enormous infrastructure problems of Cebu City, particularly flooding and traffic. We must look at the best practices of other cities that have been able to solve its traffic and flooding problems. This table will show that Iloilo, a smaller city than Cebu, has a DPWH budget that is 2 to 6 times bigger than that of Cebu City over the last 6 years. The reasons are type of project. Widening projects need more budget. Most of Iloilo's road projects are widening. Thus, it gets more budget. Widening projects get more support from the national government on condition that LGUs provide relocation or help resolve row problems. In a Business World article, June 2015, it says, Iloilo's budget in 2011 of 1.6 billion has been raised to 6.1 billion in 2015. Project implementation has been relatively free from right-of-way issues, and the relocation of affected settlers is being handled by the local government. Quote, what is good about our work here is we hardly need to pay for right-of-way because the 60-meter zone for national roads has been recovered, unquote, Secretary Singson said. Political leaders and stakeholders in Iloilo have been united in supporting and lobbying for widening projects. In Iloilo, existing roads are preserved as much as possible. The money saved is used to widen roads. In Iloilo, right-of-way is aggressively acquired to give way for road widening. Here are examples of building structures that were removed to give way to concrete widening. More photos of demolition and widening. There has been massive widening in Iloilo for the past 7 years. This continues until today. Because of numerous widening of roads, there is no heavy traffic in Iloilo. DPWH has some widening projects in Mega Cebu, but not as extensive as in 1LGU, the much smaller city of Iloilo. This page shows the budget request of DPWH for 300 million for the said project in the Central Visayas 2017 Annual Investment Program. It has been disapproved for 2017 probably because of unresolved or problematic right-of-way issues. The budget request has been reapplied for 2018. The amount has been increased from 300 million to 500 million. It is important that the political leadership and stakeholders in Mega Cebu unite to get this project started in 2018. The 1997 previous plan of this project did not include bike lanes and much wider sidewalks. Big trees will be planted to cover the bike lanes and sidewalks, making the facility conducive to biking and walking. In the design shown, a bike lane, planters, and much wider sidewalks are proposed. Walking and biking under the shaded trees will be even more comfortable in the early morning going to the office or school and late afternoon going home. This is a top view of the portion of the shortcut showing the intersection at Villalon Drive boxed in green. Zooming out, the intersection shows the details. A flared intersection design is proposed to be built at the intersection to minimize congestion. This is the perspective view of the shortcut Villalon Drive intersection. This slide shows the comparison of the travel times during peak hours between the shortcut and current routes. Using the formulas we all learned in high school physics, we can calculate the travel times for both the shortcut and current routes. If a person uses a car, travel time is 5 times faster using the shortcut. If by jeepney, it is 6 times faster. If by bicycle, it is 4 times faster than by a private car. If by walking, it is 25% faster than by a private car. In addition, you arrive at your destination healthier and at zero cost. One way to further reduce the surrounding traffic is to extend the shortcut towards IT Park. Another is to widen a connecting road towards Cardinal Rosales Avenue. The results will be similar as in the previous page. This page shows the cost savings computations of the Rama Gorordo shortcut over the current route. These are the assumptions and approximations made in the computations. The average savings of a vehicle if he uses the shortcut rather than the current route is 51 pesos per trip. Approximating 12,000 vehicles that will use the shortcut per day, the daily vehicle savings is 600,000. Assuming 3 persons in each vehicle, 36,000 commuters will be affected. It is calculated that each commuter will lose an average of 1 hour per commuter trip. 36,000 commuter hours will be wasted. It is estimated that the value of 1 commuter hour is 10 pesos or 20% of the minimum wage. The commuter savings is therefore 360,000 per day. The total vehicle and commuter savings is 960,000 per day. This is equivalent to 350 million per year. There are other benefits not included in the previous slide. This slide will show that the proposed shortcut will not only reduce traffic at the current route marked in green, but in other areas as well marked by blue lines. It is estimated that 12,000 vehicles and 36,000 commuters both ways will directly benefit from this road. Savings will go into the pockets of 36,000 happy commuters and 12,000 vehicle owners, benefiting everyone rich and poor. Other benefits not included in the numerical computations in the previous slide are as follows. Students will now have more hours of study time. Parents will now have more hours to spend quality time with their family. Lower distribution cost and lower cost of production means lower cost of consumer goods and services. Medical and hospital bills will be lower because of lesser pollution. Increased investments that will generate government revenues. There will be increased taxes derived from increased real estate values. Also increased employment that will generate increased employment taxes. Investments and taxes that will be able to easily finance increased road infrastructure development. Let us analyze in detail where the benefits of the Rama Gorordo Road will go. Total benefits equals main benefits plus other estimated benefits equals 500 million per year. These benefits will accrue yearly forever. Construction cost equals 900 million. This is a one-time cost. Thus, the recovery time of the government investment is only 2 years. After 2 years, everything is a bonus. 500 million per year will be pumped into the Cebu City economy. A certain percentage of that 500 million will be taxes that will be remitted to the local and national government. As a consequence, the national government can deliver more IRA and budget to the LGU and DPWH respectively. As a further consequence, The LGU and DPWH will be able to finance more infrastructure projects. These infrastructure projects will in turn pump more money into the local economy. The benefit cycle continues forever. Tuloy ang ligaya para sa lahat. This is a fly-through simulation of the proposed Rama IT Park Road. The simulation will go through the red line shown in the inset map. It starts with the intersection at Rama Avenue. Vinalon Drive, Gorordo Avenue, to Salinas Drive, Archbishop Reyes Avenue. These are the people that contributed to the contents of this video.